with that down in my sofa because there's one that says, I love you so much. We do that and he stops playing. And then he comes back again. I think you can do it later. Check. Let me get Terry up. Did you get a copy or what?
I did get a copy.
Oh, okay, okay.
You're good.
Yeah, we're good. I see that didn't work.
Everybody is excited.
There's an echo in here. Good morning. I love the energy. Welcome to Unity Spiritual Center, Georgetown. We are so glad that you joined us today. And yesterday we had a little group, that webinar with Anita Morjani, and she was talking about some of the stuff I'm going to be talking about today. And she she kind of said something that hit the point. What I always say on Sunday mornings, that we come together in order to create this vibrational field, if you will, because you know everything's vibration, everything is energy. So we come together to create this energy field in which we can just bathe in for the next hour or so. And we do that by affirming together and praying together and laughing together and singing together and learning together. And she was saying something interesting because she had that NDE, that near-death experience and all that stuff. And she was saying that we have contacts all the time, friends, family members, whatever. They're trying to reach out to us, kind of help us along the way, you know, where they can here and there. But the problem is that there's a big gap between us, and they can only kind of come down so far. I'm just roughing it. But so when we raise our vibration, then it's closer to it's easier to make the connection. I said, well, that's interesting, because that's what we try to do here. We try to raise our vibration, the vibrational level of all this energy that we bring together to create this new energy.
Unity is a positive path for spiritual living. We offer a unique approach to spirituality. We are love-centered and all-inclusive. We embrace an open heart, an open mind. We are spiritual, not religious. We are a blending of Christianity, Eastern philosophy, science, transcendentalism, and affirmative prayer based on the power of the mind.
We offer spiritual teachings that provide practical tools for meaningful and abundant living. We envision a spiritually transformed world. Just take a moment to envision a spiritually transformed, peaceful world. As an interspiritual community and divine love in expression, we draw from and honor all paths to spirit.
We have no dogma or creed, though we do have 5 principles that formulate our philosophy. Our foundational belief is oneness. Our fundamental practice is living in the present moment. Please join me in affirming our mission statement. We are a thriving spiritual community, inspiring and empowering individual and global transformation as exemplified by the life and teachings of Jesus.
Once again, welcome to Unity Spiritual Center, Georgetown, a spiritual breath of fresh air. Our announcements?
Okay. If you are here for the first time, we would like to extend a special welcome. If you are comfortable, please raise your hand or stand so we can say hi and give you a welcome packet. Would any of you care to stand and just introduce yourselves to us? No? Okay.
If not, no pressure.
No.
not going to send the FBI after you or anything like that.
Thank you.
Thank you, Paula.
Thank you. Thank you for being here. We hope you feel welcome. And, oh, okay,
One more.
one more.
I feel welcome.
Good.
My name is Martha, and I'm visiting my sister Debbie.
Okay. We hope you feel, oh, another one. Okay. Anyone else? Okay. We hope you feel welcome and choose to make Unity Spiritual Center, Georgetown, your spiritual home. Our announcements. Let's Get Metaphysical discussion group with Reverend Tommy will meets on Wednesdays at 9:30 a.m. at Legacy Hills Park across the street. The book club meets on the fourth Tuesday of each month at the Lark and Owl at 10 a.m. The next meeting will be on Tuesday, September 26th, and the book to be discussed is Biology of Belief by Bruce Lipton. The Caring Place has received an increase in people needing food assistance. They have requested donations of boxed cereals of all kinds. Donna Holloway has graciously volunteered to pick them up from the Oaks every week and deliver to them. Thank you in advance for your generosity. For additional information and to sign up for these events, please visit our welcome table in the foyer and check out our weekly e-newsletter. Go to our website or email admin@unitygeorgetown.org. Thank you.
I also have a sign-up list outside on the table there to just put down your name if you want to become a member, and we'll have member classes real soon. So just write your name and your email, and we'll go from there. And so I want to make one final announcement, and that is that our friend Gwyneth, where's Gwyneth? Where'd she go? She's here somewhere. Oh, there she is. She's hiding from me. Well, she'll be leaving in 2 weeks and returning to her jolly old England, which she's been gone for 25 years. Of course, she visits now and then, but she's already sold her home. So, make sure and you say hi, bye to Gwyneth and all that stuff and tell her how much we're going to miss her. So I just wanted to say that, Gwyneth. All right, so you know that we like to start with a little bit of humor because it's a good way to kind of just get into a very good vibration of humor and joy. And this one was sent to me also by Dolores. I don't see her today. And it's called Natchitoches. And I looked it up. I said, is that a misspelling of Natchitoches? Or what is that? No, there is actually one in Louisiana, right? Natchitoches. So there was a husband and wife were driving through Louisiana. And as they approached Natchitoches, they began arguing over the correct pronunciation of the town, which I don't even know what it is. But then they decided, kind of hungry, so they stopped for lunch. And the husband asked the waitress when she comes up, to take the order. He says, before we order, could you please settle an argument for us? Would you please pronounce where we are very slowly? And the waitress says, sure, I guess. Burger King. Please rise, we begin our service.
I release and I let go. I let the Spirit run my life, and my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here for God. No more struggles, no more strife. With my faith, I see the light. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God. I release and I let go. I let the Spirit run my life, and my heart is arms open wide. Yes, I'm only here for God. No more struggles, no more strife. With my faith I see the light. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God.
On the table, we have the 3 divine order candles. The first candle is mind. That's that expansive divine mind that we are all connected to, where there are endless possibilities. The second candle that we light, that's all right, sweetheart, come right on in. The second candle is idea. From this beautiful matrix of possibilities, an idea will come to you, and you have the choice to take that idea, and if you choose, you then manifest that into expression, into the material world. So our third candle is expression, because you must take action, or it goes back into the divine field for someone else. And now if you'll join me in our prayer of intention. Living Spirit opens our minds, opens our hearts, touches us all deeply with love, and sends us out as agents of peace, agents of justice. Amen. Shonda.
We're so fortunate today that we're going to have quite a few musicians for you this morning. So that's why we have all of us here. But I just want to sing something for you this morning. Never be afraid to love. Never be afraid to just be. Cast away the chains of doubt. Have the courage to be free. Don't cloud your eyes with others' lies. See only what you want to see. Duplicate this simple truth and have the courage to be free. Open your eyes, you can fly. Open your eyes, you can fly. You can fly. You can fly.
away the chains of doubt and have the courage to be free. Don't cloud your eyes with others' lies. See only positivity. Just duplicate the simple truth and have the courage to be free. Open your eyes, you can fly. Open your eyes, you can fly. You can fly. You can fly. To love.
Oh, Shonda, thank you for that beautiful music. And Dan, thank you for your accompaniment. We are just so blessed to have such words of wisdom coming in such a beautiful gift of song. Thank you. And now let's do our unity statement of being, and that will be followed by our vision statement. There is only one presence and one power active in the universe and in my life, God, the good omnipotence. Centered in God, we co-create a world of love, peace, and abundance. Terry.
The daily word for today is world peace. The world's problems can feel so overwhelming and its needs so great that I may wonder how my individual efforts could make much of a difference. But every action I take can contribute to world peace. I remember there are people throughout the world who feel the way I do. So many are doing what they can to bring light and love to their neighborhoods and communities. I feel comforted, realizing I am not alone in my efforts. Peace begins with each person and inspires others as it spreads, uniting all the world's people to live and thrive in harmony and cooperation. We are meant to live in peace. I hold that vision and offer compassionate service as a way to make my dream for world peace a reality for all of us. Let us then pursue what makes for peace and for mutual upbuilding, Romans 14:19. Today's affirmation is, I join with others to build a peaceful world. Please repeat the affirmation twice with me. I join with others to build a peaceful world. I join with others to build a peaceful world.
I hear the music down in my soul. I hear the music down in my soul. I hear the music down in my soul. And the whole wide world is my home. I got a new day down in my soul. I got a new day down in my soul. I got a new day down in my soul. And the whole wide world is my home. I love the silence down in my soul. I love the silence down in my soul. I love the silence down in my soul. And the whole wide world is my home.
Let's hear a little fiddle. How about some steel?
I feel the power
Feel the power
down in my soul. I feel the power down in my soul. I feel the power down in my soul. And the whole wide world is my home. Oh, yes, it is. And the whole wide world is my home.
Stand up. Stand up, guys. Stand up. Stand up a minute. Oh my gosh, thank you. Oh, my soul is so blessed this morning. This is fantastic. Thank you so much. And now it's time for our community prayer. So it's just breathe in and just relax a moment, knowing that God is here in this very present moment. Letting the music settle into every cell in your body. We rejoice that we can meet here in this sacred space to worship together, to let our thoughts and our needs and our prayers be heard before they're even spoken. So at this time, if there's any person or any situation that needs a little extra prayer, you may either say that name out loud or silently, either the name or the situation, knowing that as you let it go and surrender it to God, it is taken care of. Oh, Holy Spirit, sweet Spirit, we know that these prayers have been heard and that they are being taken care of at this very moment. That your love and light is going through every cell in their body, rejuvenating it, in every cell in our body. For at our soul level, we are whole. So we say thank you. Thank you for this opportunity to join in that divine presence, knowing that all is well. Amen. Lord's Prayer.
Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory forever.
Be still and know that I am God. Bringing God into your life is like inviting someone to your home. You first have to send an invitation. So actively send God an invitation while taking in the beauty of a glorious sunrise or sunset, or listening to a soft, gentle rain. Boy, would we like that soft, gentle rain. Or sitting alone in the silence. Say, God, I'm ready for you to reveal yourself in my life. I don't know how it's going to happen, or if I'll even recognize you when you get here, but I am ready for a relationship with you. If you sincerely pray to experience God's presence into your life, it will come. To be in touch with God, you must make room for silence in your life. Listen to the quiet moments in between the thoughts. The universe serves as a mouthpiece for God. When a pet greets you with enthusiasm, it's God greeting you. When the winds blow gently on you, God is caressing you. The truth is, God is everything, everywhere, always. Always just waiting for your invitation. As we go into the silence, be still. Open your heart. Invite God in. Listen for the whispers of your soul as we go into the silence.
won't deny this voice inside. Voice keeps calling me. Even when I try to run and hide, this voice won't let me be. So I turn and listen deep within. Know God's work I must begin. For I know, yes I know. I know, yes I know. I know, yes I know that it's God.
Thank you, Dan, Donna Sue. Musicians, they're not done yet. I have a question for you today. And I have to admit, even in my edgy way of doing things, I want to stretch you a little bit. I want to challenge you today because I want to ask you a question. How big is your God? Most of you have heard me say this in the past, but let me say it one more time. If whatever version of God you have does not include everyone who lives, everyone who has ever lived or ever will live on this or any other planet, in this or any other universe, then that God is too small. Now, that's my absolute low bar for this topic that we call God. I like to be conservative a little bit in these matters. I don't want to stretch your mind out too far. Seriously, though, and I do mean seriously. We're talking about something we call God, something that is said to be everywhere. We have to think big, really, really big. So I'm going to challenge you today to do that. The human mind may not ever grasp this, but we can certainly not limit the subject of God to our human mind. We can start there at the very least. It has taken me a while to finally figure out what I'm supposed to do in life, but I finally did. And it's not to be a minister. It is to be a programmer, or more specifically, a reprogrammer. What am I talking about? Well, on the one hand, as Dr. Bruce Lipton tells us, that we are operating 95% of the time from our subconscious mind. So that basically means that we are an autopilot almost all the time. Now, add to that one of our most basic teachings, which is that we are experiencing our beliefs. Buddha said it a long time ago, 2,500 years ago. Your thoughts are your life. And Jesus said it too, be it done to you as you believe. So our belief systems are being expressed outward. So you put those two things together, and what do you have? Well, you have us living from a consciousness filled with beliefs that were learned and stored a long time ago. Beliefs that now at the conscious level, we are beginning to realize that they are erroneous and they are holding us back. But the question is, how does a 5% little conscious mind compete against a 95% subconscious mind? Subconscious mind, we were told, has the capacity to process information 1,000,000 times faster than the conscious mind. So it seems like anytime we drop our guard, we're going to go right back into that subconscious mind and whatever is in that place. So I was thinking, you know what? Hey, maybe this is the spiritual metaphysical interpretation of David and Goliath. The battle between that tiny little conscious mind that wants to change against that big, gigantic subconscious mind that has all these built-in programs that have been put in there a long time ago. But seriously, when was the last time you upgraded your spiritual operating system? Most of the planet, at least in the Western world, is still using version 1.0. And that version was created by first century man who had a very limited spiritual being or spiritual vision at that time. Their God had chosen people. Their God was a vindictive God, a judgmental God. capable of sending plagues on entire groups of people, wiping out entire cities, man, woman, child. I'm not making this up. It's written in there. I mean, let's be honest. That particular God had some anger management issues. No, it's hard to dispute. How else to explain it? If I was acting like that, I would like, what is wrong with you? But really, is God really that way? Or is that first century man's understanding of how God is or was, based on their consciousness, their beliefs, and who they were? What do you think? These same people believed in heaven, that heaven was going to be established right here on little planet Earth, a speck of dust in this. The universe gets bigger and bigger every time they send a new telescope out there too. But this is the spiritual software that we're running on, or most people are. And this is a story that I was told growing up. And if you go to most churches these days, that's the same story they're still saying. And the worst part is that when we were told this story, you see, Lipton tells us that during the first 7 years of our lives, that's why they always say about when the child is very small, to be careful what you say to them and how you sing to them, to do all these things, because that first 7 years of our lives, we are in this state called the theta mode. It's a frequency, a brain frequency. And it is kind of like being in that hypnotic state. And the reason for it, because, life is pretty smart and got things figured out. The reason for this is because the first 7 years is when we're basically learning everything. We need to learn languages. And the kids, you give them 3-4 languages during that time, they'll pick them all up. You try to pick up 3 or 4 languages right now. See how well that goes. Yeah, and we learn how to walk, for example. And now, we don't need to think about how we walk, but you did then. Remember that? Like, whoa, 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 whoa. You were trying to learn how to walk. Now it's all programmed, so you just do it. But the point is that these thoughts in your subconscious mind have very deep roots. And pulling up these roots is a very difficult thing to do. And that is my job, to reprogram me and help you reprogram yourself. That is why we have been spiritually developing at a snail's pace, because we won't let go of those old beliefs. Why are we afraid of change? Is it guilt? If you're a Catholic growing up like me and Therese, and we were told all the stuff that we were told growing up, yeah, it's fear. Heck yeah. And guilt. Growing up, I don't know how many times I apologize. I'm serious. I apologize to Jesus for not believing he's the only way. I did. I really talked to Jesus and said, I'm sorry, Jesus. I know there's something really great about you and stuff, but I can't go along with this thing that we were all sinners and all this, and there's such a thing as hell and things like that. And it was, and I had that guilt feeling about that I was somehow trying to tear Jesus down, and I'm not. I never was. Then I came across something that said, we don't have to bring Jesus down to raise ourselves. And that's what Jesus was trying to do. He was trying to raise us, not push us down. He showed, the things that I do, you can do, he said, because he knew our potential. He saw things completely differently. And I have a friend back home, and he used to come to my Let's Get Metaphysical study groups, and he's hardcore Catholic, and like most everybody down in the valley is, and he was really interested in stuff, but he kept going to Mass, and he still does. And I said, how come, what's the deal? And he said, hey, you never know. I'm trying to cover my bases here, all right? You never know. It might just be true that there is a hell, and if we don't believe in Jesus, when we will all be sent there for eternity. And so I got to cover my bases. And the last time I checked, eternity is a long time. You better pack a lunch. That's what I'm talking about. So why take a chance, right? So he would keep his foot planted. I've talked about this on first base. But how are you going to steal second base? How are you going to advance? How are you going to move forward if you won't get your foot off first base? You won't do it. It's your choice. You can stay in version 1.0, or you can upgrade your spiritual operating system. Oh, and by the way, that spiritual upgrade, that package, it's available right here for free. Right here. All you got to do is just keep showing up every Sunday, and it's going to start to change. You just wait and see. Recently, I did a series of lessons on Discover the Power Within You by Eric Butterworth. And he writes, most people, when asked, say, yes, of course, I believe in God. But when pressed to define what God is, most are not really sure. So I'm going to ask you a question today. A simple question about your God. Have you stopped to think about what your God is like? What do you picture? What do you define? How would you define such a thing? When was the last time you visited your subconscious mind? Because that's where all that stuff is. You got a minute? It's kind of scary, but you want to go take a peek? It's a whole lot like going up to the attic, see what's up there? Are you ready? OMG. The place is covered with tons of dust and cobwebs. Those are your old beliefs. That's what they look like. I mean, when was the last time you changed them? Really? Oh, here, look at this. Here's a nice picture of Jesus looking like a California surfer in the 60s. Yeah, that's what Jesus looked like, a Middle Eastern man, exactly like that picture. Have you seen those new composite pictures that they have? They have all this equipment now, and they can kind of DNA and da-da-da. Have you seen the latest picture of what Jesus would have looked like? They wouldn't let that brother in most churches today, I guarantee you. No, he's a Middle Eastern man. Come on, let's be real. Why do we hang on to these old crazy ideas anyway? We can do so much better. So where do we start? I talked about this before. We got to go back into that up to the attic and clean the place out. We got to release and let go, like we sang this morning. I release and I let go of those old limiting thoughts. So you got to search for your God file, and you got to right click on that file. And when you do, it's going to ask you, do you want to delete this memory? It says, yes, I do. Are you positive? Yes. How much of it? All of it. And you get a final warning. Final warning. This change could be permanent. I said, I'm banking on it. That's what I'm hoping for. So the task is complete. It's erased. I no longer have that. I have pulled those thoughts out from the roots. You know what? Now, I no longer believe that I'm a pitiful sinner, born flawed. How does a perfect God create an imperfect being in the first place? It doesn't. And it says at the very beginning of Genesis, created in the image and likeness. Yesterday, Marjani said the same thing. If that's your starting point, and I've said it before, how can you change? How can you go from being a perfect copy of God to something imperfect? How do you do that? You really can't, except one way, right here. That good old little subconscious mind. Oof, that guy's something. I no longer believe I'm a powerless being living in an alien universe. I no longer believe in a God up there micromanaging the universe. My new software that I upgraded recently tells me that none of that stuff is true. My new software reminds me that I'm created in the image and likeness of God, of the entire universe. As Psalm says, you are all God's and sons and daughters of the Most High. Believe it. That I am the master of my fate, as my new software tells me. The captain of my ship, and I can have or do anything I want to, so long as I respect the life of others. You are free to do whatever you want to. The new upgrade tells me that I'm a powerful co-creator of the universe, that I can walk on water, that I can calm the storm, that I can heal myself, that I can live in peace and harmony. It tells me that there's only one commandment, and that commandment is love. And there's only one rule, and that is to do unto others as I would have them do unto me. That's what my new software says. I kind of getting used to it, and I like it. My new software also tells me that I am free and I am unlimited. Boy, that's an upgrade from that 1.0. It really is. My new software tells me that this is the truth that shall set you free, that you are free. You know how I have little sayings? I have one about that one. It says, what truth could possibly set you free other than the truth that you are free? What truth could? And by the way, the password for my new software is believe. Or if you're like me, to affirm. I like being affirmed instead. There's another new thing about this new software. It has a wireless connection. It comes with a wireless connection, Bluetooth, you know, direct up to the source. Yep, you don't need a mediator. You're good on your own. You already have everything that you need or ever would want. It is your Father's good pleasure to give you the kingdom. That's the arrangement from that side. You can have anything you want. All you got to do is believe it and claim it. So, a couple of weeks ago, now I'm going to really challenge you. A couple of weeks ago, I got this from Shawea. And she's not here today, I think. I don't think I saw her. And I shared it with the Let's Get Metaphysical group. And they all just really liked it. It's a couple of pages. Let me share this. Because it's talk about rewiring and rechanging how you see things. It says this. When Einstein gave lectures at U.S. universities, the recurring question that students asked him most was, do you believe in God? And he always answered, I believe in the God of Spinoza. Spinoza was a Dutch philosopher considered one of the great rationalists of 17th century. Spinoza said, God would say, stop praying. What I want you to do is to go out into the world and enjoy your life. I want you to sing, have fun, and enjoy everything I've made for you. Stop going into those dark, cold temples that you build yourself, and stop saying they are my house. My house is in the mountains, in the woods, in the rivers, in the lakes, and the beaches. That's where I live, and there I express my love for you. Stop blaming me for your miserable life. I never told you there was anything wrong with you, or that you were a sinner, or that sexuality was a bad thing. So don't blame me for everything they made you believe. Stop reading alleged sacred scriptures that have nothing to do with me. If you can't read me in a sunrise, in a landscape, in a look of your friends or your sons and daughters' eyes, you'll never find me in a book. Stop asking, will you tell me how to do my job? Stop being so scared of me. I do not judge you or criticize you, nor get angry at you. I am pure love. Stop asking for forgiveness. There's nothing to forgive. If I made you, I filled you with passions, with passions, pleasures, feelings, needs, inconsistencies. I did not do all that. That's all free will. How can I blame you if you respond to something that I put in you? How can I punish you for being the way you are if I'm the one who made you? Do you think I could create a place to burn all my children who behave badly for the rest of eternity? What kind of a God do you think I am? Respect your peers and don't do what they don't want, what you don't want for yourself. All I ask is that you pay attention in your life, that alertness is your guide. This life is not a test. It's not a step on the way, not a rehearsal, not a prelude to paradise. This life is the only thing here and now, and it is all that you need. I have set you absolutely free. No prizes or punishments, no sins or virtues. No one carries a marker, no one keeps record. You are absolutely free to create in your life heaven or hell. I can't tell you if there's anything after this life, but I can give you a tip. Live as if there is not. All of this is your only chance to enjoy, to love, to exist. So if there's nothing after, then you will have enjoyed the opportunity I gave you. And if there is, rest assured, I won't ask you whether you behaved right or wrong. It goes on. I said, what do you need more miracles for? So many explanations. The only thing for sure is that you are here and you are alive, that the world is full of wonders. Just a different way to see things. And I tell you what, we have to stop and think of the world that we've created and how we got so messed up because of all those crazy beliefs that we accepted as true and which are not true, but that really set us off course. I'm going to have my friend Tom and the musicians do a song that talks a little bit about that. Tom?
Get all set up around here. How is everybody this morning? Okay? Great. We're so fortunate to live in an area that has such talent. And I'd like to introduce the guys to you. One of the finest steel guitar players I know, James Shelton. The finest fiddle players played all over is Don Rady. And that's my buddy Pat Kelly. He's my partner in the band. We have Secondhand Rose Band. I'm gonna plug the band. We are playing today out at Holland Hall at 5:30.
They are also playing at the Social Ballroom. I think it's October like the 3rd, 6th, something like that. Yeah.
The 21st too for Zoomers. Anyway, this song is a brand new song by Vince Gill. I mean, he just put it out at the Grand Ole Opry last Tuesday. And so when Susan Heinrichs told me about it, she goes, "You got to play this song." This song is about exactly what Tommy was talking about. How our world has got to a point now we're so divided, and how we got there, and what can we do to make it better. So, we'll play it for you. Feels like the whole world has got a broken heart. Well, sure could use a brand new start. How the hell did we wind up so far apart? Feels like the whole world got a broken heart. Ellis Island, the trail of tears, the Civil War, the Jim Crow years, somehow surviving, but we're still building walls. Sweet forgiveness is gonna save us all. Feels like
Like the world got a broken heart. Sugar will use a brand new start. How the hell did we wind up so far apart? Feels like the whole world got a broken heart. like the whole world got a broken heart. Should you a brand new start? How the hell did we wander so far apart? Feels like the whole world's got a broken heart. Broken heart, sugar news, a brand new start. How the hell did we wander so far apart? Feels like the whole world got a broken heart. Feels like the whole world got a broken heart. Sugar you a brand new start. How the hell did we wander so far apart? Feels like the whole world got a broken heart. Feels like the whole world got a broken heart. Feels like the whole world got a broken heart. She could use a brand new start. How the hell did we wander so far apart? Feels like the whole world got a broken heart. Well, that'll do it. That'll work. Now that's some healing love right there. It really is. Now comes the time in the service where we offer our tithes and our gifts to our spiritual community so that we can keep forward and telling everybody that it's time to change how we see things, man. It really is. This craziness about hatred and stuff is just has no place. So we take our tithes together in our hands and we say, divine love through me blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. I give in love and I trust God.
Everything I see, everything I do is blessed by your hand, I give it back to you. Everything I give, every thought that's true, is magnified in kind God. I give it back to you.
Join me in our offering and dedication. We bless and dedicate these tithes and offerings as an expression of divine love, and we release them to manifest that love in our community and in our world. This is a time where normally we bless the children, so we bless all the children of the world who have the task of carrying on the duties of this planet in the future. We love you, we bless you, we appreciate you, and we behold the Christ you are. Today's prayer chaplain is Donna Sue. And let me see what else is. I would remind you to recycle. And so have a blessed week. Let's stand up and sing our peace song.
Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be. With God as creator, family all are we. Let us walk with each other in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now. With every step I take, let this be my joyous vow. To take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me.
The light of God surrounds us. I am light. The love of God enfolds us. I am love. The power of God protects us. I am power. The presence of God watches over us. I am presence. Wherever we are, God is, I am, and all is well. Have a blessed, blessed week.
Yeah, it's awesome, wasn't it?
We just center in. Let yourself ground into motherhood. Her name is what? Her name is what? Minette. Minette? Okay. Oh, sweet spirit, we lift Minette into your loving arms and care. She is going through a health challenge at this time. Let her